Welcome back to our YouTube channel Gurmantra Shiksha Ka Granth. I am your educator Nidhi Dua and I teach you chemistry at this platform. So guys, as you know, our GATE exam is very near, is very close. So I hope you all are doing your best. You all are studying consistently and your studies are going in a smooth manner. So let's begin our today's topic. We are going to discuss about group number 16. In the previous lecture, we have discussed the physical and chemical properties of group 16. And now in this lecture, we will discuss about the chemistry of sulfur. So as you know, sulfur is the element of group number 16. Oxygen family, and this sulfur occurs in nature in the earth's crust as a metal sulfide and metal sulfate or in the form of H2S gas. This sulfur occurs as the elemental form. This is the elemental form present in nature in large underground beds. The principal source of selenium and tellurium is anode slime deposited during the electrolytic refining of copper. When you are extracting copper by the method of electrolytic refining, what you will get? You will get the selenium and tellurium at the anode slime. Next is the extraction of sulfur. Sulfur is extracted from the underground deposits by pumping superheated steam down over the earth's surface. Now there are many allotropic forms of sulfur present in nature. Three of them are rhombic or yellow sulfur, monoclinic sulfur and plastic sulfur. What you have to remember from this slide is highlighted. Number one is the rhombic or yellow sulfur. You have to remember that rhombic or yellow sulfur is known as alpha sulfur, and this alpha sulfur is of crown shaped sulfur. As you can see here, all the sulfur atoms are arranged in a crown like structure. That's why this alpha sulfur is known as crown shaped sulfur. Next is the monoclinic or beta sulfur. It has no fixed geometry. And the gamma sulfur is known as false solid, or this is known as supercooled liquid. When you talk about the solubility in water and CS2, the alpha sulfur and beta sulfur do not show any solubility in water, while they both shows solubility in CS2. And in case of gamma sulfur do not shows any solubility in H2O and as well as in CS2. So this was all about the allotropic forms of sulfur. Next, several other modifications of sulfur containing 6 to 20 sulfur atoms. There are many modifications of sulfur present in nature that contains 6 to 20 atoms of sulfur in their particular ring, and that has been synthesized in the last 2 decades as in the case of S6. What is S6? S6 is nothing but different 6 atoms of sulfur combined in a chain-like structure or in a ring-like structure. In addition, when various chains of sulfur polymerizes, they form the polymers of sulfur. These are known as catena. Selenium exists in the 8 allotropic forms. In case of these 8 allotropic forms, common form is black selenium, and the form which conducts electricity is the gray selenium. Now, if you talk about the properties of sulfur, number one is the oxidation property. When sulfur is burned in air, this will burn with a blue flame and will give you a SO2 gas. As you can see here in this reaction, S plus O2 will give SO2 gas. And SO2 converts into SO3 by further oxidation. When excess of air is given, when further oxidation is done on SO2 gas, this will convert into SO3 gas. Also, it is oxidized by hot concentrated HNO3. When you react sulfur with hot and concentrated HNO3, what you will get? This will get oxidized and makes the formation of H2SO4 acid, sulfuric acid. Now the different compounds of sulfur. Number 1 is H2S gas. This H2S is known as hydrogen sulfide. It is a gas commonly found during the drilling and production of crude oil and natural gas, plus in wastewater treatment and utility facilities and sewers. This gas is produced as a result of microbial breakdown of organic matter in absence of oxygen. I repeat, this gas is produced as a result of microbial breakdown of organic materials in the absence of oxygen. When you talk about the preparation method of H2S, hydrogen sulfide gas or sulfurated hydrogen, this can be prepared by the action of dilute H2HCl or H2SO4 on iron pyrites. Now what is iron pyrites? Iron pyrites is FeS. When FeS, iron pyrites, reacts with dilute HCl or H2SO4, this will form FeSO4 plus H2S gas. The gas is then dried over with fused with CaCl2 or P2O5. Concentrated H2SO4 cannot be used for this drying purpose because H2S is oxidized to sulfur. So this hydrogen sulfide is colorless gas having an offensive smell of rotten eggs. Third is the chemical properties. Number 1 is when it burns in air with blue flame. As you can see, 2H2S plus O2 will form H2O and sulfur. If the supply of air is in excess amount, then 2SO3 will form, further oxidation will take place. This H2S behaves as a mild acid and its acidity lies between 4 to 6 pH. It acts as a reducing agent. H2S also reacts as a reducing agent. It reduces halogen into corresponding hydra acids. Now the test of H2S. This is very important. How to test H2S gas present in a compound or not. Number 1 is by the smell. As you know, its smell resembles with rotten eggs. And number 2 is a chemical reaction test. What you need is in this chemical reaction test is you need a acetate paper black, lead acetate paper black. Lead acetate paper black is CH3COO2Pb. This is the formula for lead acetate black. And when you react this lead acetate black with H2S gas, what you will get? A deposition of PbS, lead sulfate, that is your black in color, and 2CH3COOH will form. This is the test to find H2S gas. It gives a violet color with a solution of sodium nitroprusside. When you react this H2S gas with sodium nitroprusside, what you will get? You will get a violet color compound. Sodium nitroprusside is used to lower pressure. You have to learn, you have to remember this. This nitroprusside is used to lower the blood pressure. Now the structure of H2S. What is the structure of H2S? So you can calculate the structure of H2S by finding the hybridization, by finding the shape. So the shape is V-shaped structure in case of H2S, and bond length is 1.35 angstrom and bond angle is 92.5 degree. If you talk about the uses of H2S gas, the uses are, it is mainly employed in salt analysis for the detection of cation. And number 2 is, it acts as a reducing agent for compounds like H2SO4, KMNO4, K2Cr2O7, etc. It was all about H2S, hydrogen sulfide or sulfurated hydrogen. Next compound is sulfur dioxide or SO2. Sulfur dioxide is a toxic gas responsible for the smell of burnt matches. It is released naturally by volcanic activity. And it has the chemical formula SO2. And it is produced by a byproduct of copper extraction. When you are extracting copper from nature, this gas is produced as a byproduct. If you talk about the structure of SO2, SO2 is a bent molecule with symmetrical point group. Now the preparation method for the production of sulfur dioxide. By heating sulfur in air, when you react O2 gas with sulfur, you will get SO2 gas. But the lab method is when you heat copper with concentrated H2SO4. So copper with concentrated H2SO4 will form CuSO4 plus SO2 and plus 2H2O. Properties as a reducing agent. This sulfur dioxide behaves as a reducing agent. When SO2 reacts with chlorine and water, this will form sulfuric acid and HCl gas. As oxidizing agent, it can behave both as well as reducing agent as well as oxidizing agent. When H2S gas is reacting with SO2 gas, this will form a precipitate of 3S. It is also known for its bleaching action. Its bleaching action is due to the reduction. Due to the reduction property, bleaching action of sulfur dioxide is known. SO2 plus water will form H2SO4 and 2 moles of hydrogen. When colored matter is reacting with nascent hydrogen, this will form the colorless matter. Now the uses of SO2 in the manufacturing of sulfuric acid. Sulfides and hydrogen sulfide. This is very important point. SO2 gas is used in the manufacturing of sulfuric acid, sulfide and hydrogen sulfide. It also acts as a disinfectant and it has also the bleaching properties. Now the contact process. Contact process is used for the production of SO3. The step involved are production of SO2, conversion of SO2 to SO3. Production of SO2. It is produced by burning sulfur or iron pyrite and purified by treating with steam to remove dust particle. As you have seen in the earlier slides, SO2 can be produced by the sulfur with the action of air. Next is the conversion of SO2 to SO3. You can convert SO2 to SO3 by the further oxidation by giving excess amount of air. So in this reaction, as you can see, 2SO2 plus O2 will form 2SO3 and heat is liberated. And the reaction that the temperature that you need is 450 degree Celsius. SO3 is absorbed by concentrated H2SO4, then water is added to produce the acid of desired concentration. Now very important point, when you are converting this SO2 to SO3, you need a catalyst, and the catalyst that is used these days is V2O5. Now about the contact process. Contact process is modern industrial method of producing sulfuric acid. It has largely replaced the chamber or lead chamber process. Sulfur dioxide and oxygen passed over a hot catalyst unite to form sulfur trioxide, which in turns combine with the water to make sulfuric acid. Next is the manufacturing of sulfuric acid. Process for manufacturing of sulfuric acid is lead chamber process. The various steps are these steps. Number 1, production of SO2. Number 2, production of catalyst. In this lead chamber process, the catalyst uses the oxide of nitrogen. It can be 2HNO3, NO2 or NO. Now the next step is reaction in lead chamber. When you react SO3 with H2O, you will get H2SO4. So this was all about the manufacturing of sulfuric acid. Now what is sulfuric acid? Sulfuric acid is your H2SO4. Sulfuric acid, also known as oil of vitriol. You have to remember this point. Sulfuric acid is also known as oil of vitriol with the chemical formula H2SO4. It is a colorless, odorless and viscous liquid that is soluble in water and synthesized in the reactions that are highly exothermic, as you have seen in the previous slide. Sulfuric acid is very important commodity chemical and is a nation's sulfuric acid production is a good indicator of its industrial strength. This is very important point. A nation's sulfuric acid production is a good indicator of its industrial strength. It is widely produced with different methods such as contact process, wet sulfuric process, lead chamber process, etc. Okay guys. Now talking about the physical properties, nearly 100% sulfuric solutions can be made, and chamber acid and tower acids were the two concentration of sulfuric acid produced by the lead chamber process. So this was all about sulfuric acid. Now in case if you are new here at our YouTube channel Gurmantra Shiksha Ka Granth, please do like, share and subscribe. And if you have any query related to your exam, related to any topic, please mail us on tanejanehaofficial@gmail.com. Also, you can contact us on the given number. Now, in case if you are an aspirant of CSIR UGC NET, you can follow Neha Taneja ma'am on Unacademy platform. She is one of the best educator on Unacademy platform. On Unacademy platform, you will get daily live classes, structural courses, live tests and quizzes, and with one subscription, you will get unlimited access. If you are interested, you can go through with this detailed paid classes. While taking the detailed paid classes, you can use referral code NEHA, NEHA. After using this referral code, you will get 10% extra discount on your total fee. Thank you very much guys. I hope now you all are cleared about the group number 16 elements. We have completed our group number 16 oxygen family.